Diaguic, Kohirlach, Seanad, Achenadori, Ahorjigel. It's been 111 days since the war for the independence of Ukraine has started. It has been for 7 centuries that the war against the Russian imperialism for Ukraine and its European choice has raged. Ukrainians created their state Rus for back in the 9th century. The powerful Christian state impressed everyone with its rich culture and strength. The majestic Cathedral Sophia of Kiev, built by Yaroslav the Wise in 1011-1018, has been the symbol of Orthodox Church for centuries. Far back in the 15th centuries, Yuri Kotermak, born in Drohobych, West Ukraine, as a professor and later the rector of the oldest in Europe, Bologna University, used to teach astronomy to Nikolai Copernic, a prominent astronomer. The military might of Cossacks was well known across Europe. It was them who protected Europe from the horde and Moscovian troops for centuries. The first European constitution was created by Philip Orlik, Ukrainian hetman, in 1710. There is so much to be proud of. We have contributed so much to the free world and the future of the Europe. It has been for 9 centuries that the love for freedom, laboriousness, and wisdom of the Ukrainian people have disturbed the Moscovian horde. They are incapable of creating their own free future. They are only capable of oppressing others and ruining everything that is connected with Ukrainians. Today, Putin compares himself with Peter I, the Russian Tsar who used value circular, the order which forbade the Ukrainian language, as it is the language which secures for us, Ukrainians, our national identity. At the beginning of the 20th century, Bolsheviks destroyed the young Ukrainian state which emerged on the ruins of the Russian Empire. In January 1918, only 300 Ukrainian students stood against the Bolsheviks' army of 4,000 soldiers, all killed, 27 gone in captivity, shot shortly. In March 1919, the Ukrainian Socialist Republic was imposed by the Bolsheviks. Is that what Putin wanted to repeat in 2022? Bolsheviks occupied our country in 1919, but failed to break the resistance and faith of the Ukrainian people. That is exactly why the horrible Holodomor, genocide of the Ukrainian nation, was criminally organized. Millions of Ukrainians died of artificially created hunger, the terrible page of the history of Ukraine. This is exactly the experience that the poster 5 of those Bolsheviks is attempting to use again today. They are ready to take away every grain from the Ukrainians and threatening to doom the whole world to hunger. Since the day of the invasion, February 24, you have been on our side, the side of freedom and justice. You never hesitated whether to support us. As a representative of Ukrainian and the Parliament of Ukrainian, I'm sure that every Ukrainian hugly appreciates your aid, your support, your standing with Ukrainian in the times of grief and suffering when the Russian martyrs come to our homes. We are really grateful for the support that you provided to those Ukrainians who were looking for shelter and found safety in your country. But the war is still raging. It has been 111 days that Russia has been attacking our land. The Russians have not given up on their invaders' plans, and they are still terrorizing our cities with their missiles and the whole world with the food crisis by blocking the seaports in order to cause hunger, just as they did in the previous century. Hundreds of Ukrainian heroes are dying daily protecting their native country. Dozens of civilians are killed daily by the Russian artillery. Thousands of Ukrainian families are destroyed. Children are deprived of their parents. Today, the whole world saw the picture of a toddler, a Ukrainian little girl on her first birthday, at the grave of her heroic father who fell protecting Ukraine. This is what grief looks like. This is the pain of the whole Ukrainian people today, the wound which will never heal. Still, we are to stand for the future, our future, the future which will inevitably come in Ukrainian. We all have to do the utmost for sake of it. Demonstrate more leadership in the coming anti-war coalition and show the world that Ireland and Ukrainian are capable of creating much more than the biggest state on the global intent to ruin. Ni Niyardgo, Korlo Heil. Glory to Ireland and glory to Ukraine.
Thank you very much, Rostyslav.